How to become your dream self. Every single one of us has a mental image of the kind of person we aspire to be or the kind of person we wish we were in the future. We see them as our potential selves in the future. They might be more slender, they might be the owners of their own company or home, or they might be married and content with their lives. On the other hand, how do we move from the person we are right now to the person we will be in the future? Because of this, they appear to be so far away. Here is how you can transform into the future version of yourself that you have been fantasizing about. Consequently, the topic of discussion in this video was how one can develop into an outstanding person by simply performing one more action than a typical person would. Actual you, not your future self. In the first place, we shouldn't consider the person we see in our minds to be a future version of ourselves. We don't want this to happen since it makes them feel further distant from us. The reason for this is that the person in question is still you, and they will continue to be the same person that you are right now. Therefore, rather than considering them to be your future self, you should consider them to be your authentic self. On a fundamental level, the person that you are. Let's get down to business and try to picture what your true self is going through, what they are doing, and how they are behaving. In addition, the fact of the matter is that for you to become your true self, you must first behave in the same manner that others do. The judgments that they would make and the work that they would do are the ones that you should make. For as long as I can remember, I have fantasized about being a fit and healthy girl who frequents the gym and drinks smoothies. Going to the gym and drinking smoothies are two things that I need to do to achieve the same level of success as she does. To put it another way, there is no other way for me to become her if I do not genuinely embrace the characteristics that she possesses. And why not begin right away? Many of us have the misconception that there is a gap between the work that we are required to do right now and the actions that our authentic selves would take. But in reality, these two things are inextricably linked. Consider the question, what would they do? Consequently, in continuation of what was stated earlier, for it to take place, you need to be your true self right now. For this reason, you should wake up every single morning and ask yourself, what would my authentic self do today? Is she going to check out the gym? Do you think she would send such an email to the prospective customer? Would she put that additional 100 pounds into savings? In addition to this, you should ask yourself what actions your authentic self will not take today to prevent her from consuming poor quality meals. When it came to writing content for her blog, she would not put it off. Because she does not require that t-shirt, she would not purchase it. Therefore, you need to put yourself in her shoes. Reflection of past. Your past self will show you where you have been. It will show you what you have achieved with which mindset. The past is what has created your life until now. The past is what has created you until now. Are you happy with the road you are going? Do you want to take this path? Are you happy with the past, or are you sad about it? No matter what happened, accept it as the past. The past is no longer you. It has no influence. Only the present will be able to influence you. To hold yourself more accountable and ensure that you can remind yourself of this daily, I want you to write this down and make it a tangible object. Then, when you are considering whether or not you can muster the energy to write that post, or when someone brings cake into the workplace, you will be able to make the choices that will bring you closer to your true self. Look at how it operates. The moment you begin to make decisions that are identical to those that she would make, you will transform into her. Please just take one more step. If you continue to live your life in the same manner that you are doing right now, without making any progress towards your objectives or your authentic self, then you will not accomplish very much at all. I apologize for being so forthright about it. Even though every single human being has dreams, only a small percentage of them truly come true. In addition, this is because they simply cannot manage to get their thinking straight. They will either put things off, I talked about the when, then mindset here, or they will fail to comprehend the idea that they must first grow themselves into this more authentic self, rather than believing that they will eventually become this person in the future. You won't have to put too much pressure on yourself. Not only do you not want to sign up for a marathon, but you also do not want to go overboard with your enthusiasm for the event. Simply take on some of her characteristics. Therefore, begin by running once or twice per week, or join a running group that is specifically designed for beginners. To ensure that your body is adequately nourished for the physical work that you will be required to put in, you should probably start by examining your diet. The only thing you need to do is take a single step towards becoming your true self every day. That is the case. It is crucial to ensure that the interiors and exteriors work together. It is essential to represent oneself, and how you portray yourself has a direct influence on the energy that is drawn to you. What matters most is the frequency. The universe can only give opportunities that are in harmony with the energy that you are functioning at if you are operating at a frequency that is positive and expressive of your most authentic self. Furthermore, as soon as you begin to exude this kind of self-confidence, you will experience an improvement in your mood, and the opportunities that are available to you will also improve. Everything revolves around this circle. An excessive number of years have passed since I last felt like my most authentic self. I am curious as to why. What is the response? Scared. The dread of developing into the person I have always imagined myself to be. Mostly because if I become my ideal self, I will be able to begin achieving my ideal goals. Additionally, if I begin working towards the achievement of my ideal goals, then I have a chance of succeeding in life. It's also possible that I will fail. What prevents you from becoming the person you envision yourself to be is your fear of failing. However, the terror of making yourself into someone you are not is much more terrifying. It is more stressful on the mind, body, and soul to be afraid of not being the person you are at your core. Be true to who you are. We are all able to stand to gain from your vitality, having a positive attitude, dreams that come true. To the entire world, you owe it. You are responsible for doing so. That will never take place in a single day. As long as you are just asking yourself, what is the one thing that I can do today that will get me closer to my goals and will embody my true you? And then really taking action, you are doing an excellent job. Keeping up with this and maintaining this frame of mind will, before you know it, transform you into the kind of person you have always imagined yourself to be. To answer your question, what is it that is preventing you from being your authentic self? You will be able to begin making your dreams come true once you have figured out how to get around this obstacle and come up with a solution to it. So this is the end of our today's video. Do you like it? Kindly give your valuable response in our comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting and informative videos.